Alright guys, this is probably one of my favorite ways to get money, car mastery tokens, and wheel spins. Okay, so what you're gonna want to do first, you're gonna want to go to auction house. Okay, you're gonna want to search for cars, and what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to go to Maserati. And once you go all the way to Maserati, you're gonna want to go to a model and click the MC12. Okay, and it has to be the Forza edition. If it's not, you're not gonna get as many skill points. Okay, so Maserati MC12. Okay, watch. We're just going to search for this. And it's going to show, like, see, 2.7, 2.7, 2.7, 2.8. Okay, it's going to show those. What you're going to want to do is you want to go back, search for the Maserati again. And then you're going to want to put your max buyout at 2 million. Because when it's at 2 million, you will get all the cars that show 2 million, which is pretty obvious. So Maserati MC12 Force Edition. Go all the way to 2 mil. Once you see 2 mil, you're going to want to buy it out. You're going to want to find the X class one, just so you don't have to mess with the tuning. You don't have to waste your time on all that. So look, here's an X class one right here. I would buy it, but I already have one. All these are not all of them. All these are 2 million. So you're going to want to buy that X class one. And if there's not one, just get an S2. But there should pretty much always be an X class. Every time I've searched, there's been an X class. Okay, so once you get that, you're going to want to go out to your festival or house. And then you're going to want to go to your cars. You're going to want to go to your car section, and you're going to want to go to car mastery. And then you better have 27 tokens, otherwise it's not going to be as helpful. So 27 is going to be these 3 plus that 25. And then you're going to want this one, the angel one. If you crash, obviously, if you crash, you can have another life, so you can crash twice. These, I don't get them, but if you really want to get hella skill points, then that's fine. Go ahead and get them, but you don't necessarily need them. So then the other thing you're going to want to do, you're going to want to add me as a friend, okay? And it'll show my name in the top left corner, so just add my name from that. Click on Blueprint Events. Okay, go all the way to Friends and Followed, and it should bring up my name. And then it'll be a race with a Lamborghini in front of it, and they'll just be all here. So it'll be a race with a Lamborghini in front of it. And yes, I did get this from someone else, but I just made it easier for me to do, and then it just makes it a lot easier to make money. So I'm gonna go to the race and start it up, and I'll show you guys what you need to have. Okay, so once you are in this race, what you're going to want to do is you want to go to difficulty, bonus credits, or difficulty, bonus credits. Okay, so you're going to want to change it to unbeatable. Trust me, you'll make way more money if you don't play an unbeatable already. Change your shifting to manual with clutch, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to do manual just to make it easier. Rewind off, driving line off, because you don't need either of those. You can do damage and tire wear to cosmetic. That's what I'm doing. It can also be simulation. I don't really want to do simulation just because if I crash, it's just going to be annoying to deal with. And you can turn these off and on. I'm just having mine on just to make it easier, because either way I'll make 30,000. Okay, so you're going to want to start the race event, and then you're not going to want to follow the path. You just want to go straight. And then once you get in, see you're starting last, which is fine, because you'll end up getting to first very quickly. And you just want to cut through here. And once you cut through here, you're going to have to go back through the highway, and then under all these ridges. And then see what happens here is when you get speed, it'll go up to 2,000 instead of 1,000. It'll just keep going up. And then the people in front of you, you'll easily catch up. And then if not, there's like these bridges that they'll have to go over to so then you can easily get first. But what's good about this method is depends on how you drive. If you don't crash a lot, if you can drift a lot, like there's a turn that you're gonna have to drift on if you want to keep your skills points up. But you'll typically make a good 2-3 tokens at least. But for sure you'll make 1. Then you'll always get a wheel spin until I think you cap out at like 110, because it doesn't give you as much XP then. So then it'll just be every 2 races you'll get a wheel spin, but it goes pretty fast. I just lost mine there, so that's the only thing that's hard about that roundabout, is there are some things that you can hit that just make it terrible. But then what I made it easier about this is you can just do this, okay, and then you can just go straight from here, because I made this thing a lot easier to do. And you can also get points easier by drifting. And then what I do is I just hit these up here, get wreckage points, and then you should start getting speed in a second. If not, run into these again. And then no catch back up, obviously. But this roundabout going on the way back is a lot easier to handle compared to going on the way there. Don't think that's really it. But what I use my skill points for is I buy the $1 million Lamborghini. It starts with an M. I forget what it's called. I upgrade it, or I upgrade like the skill mastery things up in a pattern, and then I only spend 48. And then I get the Lamborghini Reventon, I think it's called. And then I get that, and I sell that for 1.1. And then the max buyout 1.7, and mine have been getting bought out every time for 1.7, and then sometimes it'll get sold for 1.1, but that's still a profit, because then once you also sell that one Lamborghini that I was talking about, I just sell mine for what it wants me to sell it for, $1,360. Some people buy them out, some people just buy them for 100,000, but then that's still some of the money you're making back, plus the 30K you make from this race. And then whatever you get from the wheel spins. So right around here you're going to want to slow down a bit, because you'll also still get wreckage points. But see this tree that I fuck up on every time, or almost every time. So then that's where you're going to want to go slow and not take the path I just took. But if you're really struggling, take this path and then just cut through, because they'll just go flying over that. They'll have to slow down, and then it takes them a bit. So then you finish first. If you don't, then just keep redoing it. You should pretty much finish first every time. I haven't had anyone that hasn't. My friend placed second a couple times, but he still made a good like 25,000. So then, there you go. I got 30,000. And then influence, get around 11. And then see, I didn't get a full level, but I'm almost there. So then just another race and I'll get it for sure. And then that is the end of this video. And I just think this is one of the best methods. Not the best, I should say. But okay, look. See, I just got 5, and that's from on the way back. So that is it for this video. I just think this is one of my favorite methods to do.